Good evening, friends. Assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. Dude, I'm so tired right now. Let me tell you. Are you guys seeing this coral? That's a pink bird's nest coral. It's not doing good, and it's a relatively simple small polypistonic coral, and I'm failing it. I think I mentioned last month that I was seeing some necrosis. No, sorry, I was seeing bleaching on that coral, and now you see necrosis. And yeah, I've been trying to figure out why I had bleach since last month, and actually I thought it was due to nutrients. So initially I fed quite a lot, but that didn't help. So eventually I got around to do an ICP test, and oh shit, I zeroed out iodine, iron and vanadin. And I couldn't wrap my head around it because it's kind of big and thick head, obviously. And I never experienced zeroing out on the trace elements. So I thought about it, and now, yeah, assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. Let me tell you, let's go back. Oh, have you seen this? I switched the bulling doser to transparent hoses because yeah, I just liked it better, and I also routed it so it wasn't hanging, so I like that a lot better. But yeah, getting back to doing the bulling, actually this system, there was so much new going on, so I wanted to do something simple on the bulling. And previously on my old tank I was doing magnesium and calcium carbonate and sodium chloride free salt, and I was running Tropic Marine Pro Special Mineral, Pro Mineral Special as a sodium chloride free salt, and that was working very well with a few deficits. But I couldn't get hold of that container because it seems to be out of production, so I went with this instead, the Aquamedic sodium chloride free salt, and I was told it was similar, but I didn't check, so I assumed it was similar because that was what I was told. That's where we are. Assumption is the mother of all fuck-ups. Yeah, because the ICP I zeroed out on multiple trace element. Actually this one only have potassium, it has sulfates, and there are some calcium chloride and magnesium chloride, but it's not enough. So that's actually why. Yeah, so I think I told you on that Montipora it was bleaching, it's a green, and that one was bleaching as well. And yeah, I zeroed out on iron in the water, and that goes with the green elements. Now it is recovering. Actually that one it has just cranked up a little bit. It's been doing quite well for the full of the day. Okay, that was a bummer. Yeah, by the way, you see I got my fish back, all but clownfish. I'm gonna go with the black and white clowns, which I have in the QT tank in the basement. Have a look. Here are the clowns. Now, yeah, I don't want to rush it. The clownfish I can put into the tank a little bit later, as I have them in the house, and now the tank has been without fish for a while, so I don't want to overload it or overload the ammonium nitrate cycle. But yeah, I've been feeding the tank quite a lot of feeding the corals. I think it'll doing quite good. This coral is actually doing quite well. You can quite clearly see it's grown something like 15 millimeter, because you see there's a big difference between the inner parts, that's the start of that fragmentation, versus the 50 millimeter addition. So despite zeroing out, it's been growing quite well. But anyway, what I ended up doing, having zeroed that many trace elements, I did do big water change. So I changed out 300 liters in one go before I introduced the fish, obviously. But 300 liters out of 500 being 60%. Yeah, by the way, one coral not doing good. This one was very bleached, and I got the rapid necrosis on that Montipora, and it just like popped. But I managed to get it back, and now it's regaining color and actually growing back on its previous stems. Also, this Montipora, it hasn't been growing for the last 2 months, but now it's back on track and back on growing. Yeah, that was the fix. What's the fix? Changing 300 liters of water. I don't know if you spotted that. If you see the Japonicus and his left swim fin, the left side of the fin which he's swimming with, there is something. I just put him into the tank yesterday, and he's been in QT, proper QT for 11 weeks, but something wasn't right with the QT. Not sure it's sick, it could be something else, but it was there when I got him yesterday. Let's see how that works out. The two guys haven't been fighting too much. They were good friends in a QT, and they haven't fighting a lot since they get back. Yeah, it's a 55 watt Aquamedic UVC, and it's now plugged in. You can see it, the indicator bulb, it's lighting, so it is doing its job. So hopefully whatever the Japonicus had with him, it's not gonna populate, hopefully, but let's see. Having replaced the dosing hoses and also wiring them to the roof, actually this compartment looks relatively clean except of the wires. If we do like this, it looks a little bit better. Yeah, by the way, now that I messed up the bulling, I changed the concept. So now I'm running Fauna Marine recipe, the light bulling with the trace 1, 2 and 3. So let's see how that goes, and I'm gonna do one more ICP test for the next week. Yep, here is actually the next progress of, and also one of the reasons why I'm so tired. I've covered up the sump with acrylic. This was to reduce the air humidity. I know one of you guys commented like, get the dehumidifier. I've actually been running a dehumidifier during nighttime to suck out the moisture out of the air in the room, but it's too loud. So yeah, I don't like I don't like loud noises, not in the living room. So that's why I went with covering all of the sump with DIY acrylics. And I of course made it in pieces such that I can take it all apart. Also, yeah, cleaned up the wiring to the left. So yeah, I think this is as far as I go. Okay, this one, sorry about this one. I need to improve the Velcro. Too cheap Velcro stick. That's the ballast for the UVC. I think the best of this month is to have the fish back. They were back yesterday. The tank was fallow for 78 days. Actually 77 I think was the requirement, but when I started up the UVC it was leaking, of course. It's gonna mess with me. It was leaking, so I had to redo the UV routing. But now it's a lot better. Now I'm not that worried, actually. It's a lot more robust. But yeah, that's, you know, it's one of the reasons to why I'm tired. Having doing all of this and messing with the UV connection, doing the bulling, preparing for the fish getting back, and then also the bulling mess up with zeroing out on many of the trace elements. That's really bugging me. You win or you learn, but I don't like failing, and it feels like a failure. Yeah, now it's only like blue light. Now it's only blue light, but oh, actually that went dark. But the hysterics, the pinker hysterics in my Coral QT, where I have this torch, I am using it as an indicator. So that means that whenever I figure out what's going on in the main tank, and when I stabilize that one, I will be able to seed it with some pink bird's nest. And I'm thinking for the QT here, it's supposed to be a coral quarantine, but maybe some more of non-photosynthetics, and also maybe some more crabs and shrimps. Let's see. So that's it, friends. It's been a busy month. I think I've also worked my ass off. Yeah, it's been a busy month. A lot of focus on the filtration, getting it ready, and then trying to figure out the bulling and what went wrong. For the next month I'll need to keep on checking my trace element, make sure to stabilize for the corals, getting everything back on track. Probably gonna need to spend a few ICP tests, maybe every second week, let's see. And then I also gonna get back to the aquascape, putting sand in the tank. But yeah, obviously for all of the filtration and all of the filtration mess that's been going on, hasn't been the time or the energy. Yeah, I'm tired, you know. So some days it hasn't been fun. it hasn't been fun at all actually. So compared to the smaller tanks I was running with quite a lot of energy and passion, that was fun, good fun. Okay, but fun's gonna come back because now bad luck comes in pairs of 3, and I've had leakage in the UVC. I've messed up the bulling, and also the fish came out of QT with something. Let's see what that is. But okay, from now, let's hope it gets back on track and get on progress. With that said, I wish you a pleasant evening. Bye bye.